Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and over the past one day, Bitcoin has seen a nice pump to the upside, but currently Bitcoin is overbought on the smaller time frame. So in just a moment, I'll be talking about that. But later in this video, I'll talk about the huge bump and run reversal pattern that has now officially broken to the upside. All of that and more later in this video. So definitely stick around all the way to the end of this video so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, you might as well leave a like down below. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you do not miss out on any of these future updates that I post every single day. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Bitcoin to US dollar chart on the 6-hour time frame. And over the past couple of days, Bitcoin has experienced a breakout to the upside. And I let you know in my update video that I posted yesterday on the channel right around here that Bitcoin is just about to experience a pump to the upside, simply based on all of the bullish factors that I talked about in that video and that I have been warning you about for around 1 to 2 weeks now. And so right now, Bitcoin is simply playing out the price action that we were expecting. But this huge bullish divergence that has been playing out has now put the Bitcoin RSI into overbought territories on the 6-hour time frame. This is also the case on the 4-hour time frame, but zooming out to the 12-hour time frame, we're not there just yet. So the larger time frames still have a way to go. But going back to the 6-hour charts, looking at the slightly smaller time frames, it would be perfectly normal and not surprising if we see some sort of short-term cool off or at least a bit of resistance at around these sort of prices. Also because of the fact that we are running into this previous point of resistance coming in at around 52,000 approximately. And by the way, in terms of a short-term cool-off, I don't mean anything major. For example, something like what we experienced just yesterday, because keep in mind, this is only on the smaller timeframes that we're seeing the RSI enter into overbought territories. But one important thing to take away here on the 6-hour time frame is the fact that Bitcoin has now officially put in a higher low, and we have now put in some higher highs on the 6-hour time frame for Bitcoin, which means if you're looking at the shorter term, Bitcoin is currently in an uptrend. And speaking about bullish news for Bitcoin, looking at the daily time frame, what we can see here is the fact that the Bitcoin price has officially broken above this huge descending line of resistance, which was coming in at around 49,000 approximately. And we have now seen a daily candle close above 50,000 US dollars, which is the first sign on the chart that is showing that Bitcoin is finally leaving this price range that we've been in for the past 2 weeks. And we are quite possibly beginning this trend reversal. Now, even though we've seen a daily candle close above this point of resistance, and yes, that can act as confirmation, but preferably I would like to see more volume coming in here to back up this move to the upside, because if the volume is dropping off quite a lot while we're pumping to the upside, then that means there's no confidence in that move to the upside, and in that case, it could be very likely that this is all a fake out if we see a drop off in the volume. So that's one thing that I'm definitely paying attention to moving forward over the next few days and weeks. And the subscribers on this channel would already know this, but for the brand new viewers on the channel, this is actually a bump and run reversal pattern, which is a 3-stage reversal pattern. We've got the lead-in phase, the bump phase, and the run back to the upside after we confirm a breakout above this point of resistance, which technically speaking, once again, this daily candle close can act as confirmation, but I would like to see a little bit more volume coming in here. And so if Bitcoin is now beginning this run back to the upside, that is basically a trend reversal. That means Bitcoin is finally looking to begin its recovery back towards all-time highs, and the technical price target for a bump and run reversal pattern is the beginning of the lead-in phase, which in this case is the Bitcoin all-time high coming in at around 69,000 US dollars. But keep in mind, even though that might be a technical price target for this pattern on the daily time frame, definitely don't expect that price target to come into play overnight. The majority of recoveries back to the upside for Bitcoin after a significant pullback like what we've seen over the past 1 month approximately normally takes at least a couple weeks, so I wouldn't really expect new all-time highs for at least a few weeks. But being a little bit more conservative, it could be up to 1 to 2 months before Bitcoin can finally make its way up towards the all-time high. So we're looking at perhaps Q1 of 2022 if we continue to see more volume coming in here to back up this recovery. In the meantime, we do have some other points of resistance to pay attention to. Looking at the Fibonacci levels, we have the 38.2% Fibonacci level coming in at just below 53,000 US dollars. So that's going to be an important one to pay attention to. Anything above that, we do have the 50% level coming in at around 56,000. But really the most important Fibonacci level to the upside is the golden pocket, the 61.8% Fibonacci level to the 65% level. And that golden pocket is coming in between 59,000 and 60,000 US dollars. So as Bitcoin gets close to 60,000, that's definitely going to be an important level to break above. And honestly, after Bitcoin sees a strong breakout above 60,000, at that stage, it will not take too much longer before Bitcoin reaches the all-time high. But the important thing here is just to remain patient, because once again, it's not going to happen immediately, and also short-term pullbacks along the way are perfectly normal. And staying on the daily time frame for Bitcoin, but bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from the July low up to the all-time high for Bitcoin, what we could see is this entire pullback that we've seen over the past 1 to 1.5 months has been a standard retracement for Bitcoin right into the golden pocket, which was coming in at around 45,000 US dollars. And as I've been mentioning over the past 1 to 2 weeks, that is a major level of support. And the reason why the golden pocket is the most important Fibonacci level is because that is the Fibonacci level that we most commonly see the price turn around at. During the Fibonacci retracement tool from the old all-time high at 65,000 that we set back in April down to the July low at around 30,000 US dollars, we also turned around at the golden pocket right here in the beginning of September, sitting at around 53,000. So the fact that we've done the exact same thing just in the opposite direction now, this is perfectly normal price action, and we've been talking about this exact scenario playing out for the past 1 to 2 weeks. And staying on the daily time frame, but taking a look at this Bitcoin chart, the subscribers would already know what this chart is, but for any of the brand new viewers out there, these green zones on the charts are the time periods where the Bitcoin fear and greed index was sitting in extreme fear or very close to extreme fear. And so when you overlay the times that we were sitting in extreme fear or close to extreme fear on top of the Bitcoin chart, you can see how similar each of those time periods were. First of all, the market only enters into extreme fear after we see a lot of bearish price action, for example, back in March 2020 and May this year. And as the Bitcoin market enters into extreme fear, we normally see the daily RSI reach towards oversold territories time and time again. And you will also notice that all of these time periods just here that we were sitting in extreme fear turned out to be amazing buying opportunities if you're holding for the next few weeks and months. And this time around, what we've seen over the past 1 to 2 weeks has been no exception. If you've simply been dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin over the past 1 to 2 weeks into these lows just here, then right now you are sitting in profits if you're dollar cost averaging during this time period. Also, looking in the daily RSI, it is definitely in a daily uptrend right now. And in the daily MACD, we have clearly seen a strong bullish cross, and we are continuing to head further into the green looking in the histogram here. So what does this mean for Bitcoin? Well, as I've been saying over the past 1 to 2 weeks, if you look at all of these other outcomes after we were sitting in extreme fear, what came next for Bitcoin? Well, it was simply bullish price action over the next few weeks and months. So over the next few weeks and months, it is simply one of the most likely scenarios for Bitcoin to play out more bullish price action. So this Bitcoin pump that we've just experienced is potentially only the beginning of a larger uptrend. But remember, it is still important that we need to see more volume coming in here to back up this recovery. And don't forget, nothing goes straight to the upside. So if we have some red days here and there, that is perfectly normal. And if you want to get bonus Bitcoin content like this, definitely make sure you follow me over on my Twitter. And the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. If you enjoyed this video or got something valuable out of it, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. We are getting so close now to 100,000 subscribers. By the time you're watching this, we might have already hit 100,000 subscribers. And honestly, that means a lot. Seriously, I cannot thank you enough. 2022 will definitely be a wild ride. But anyway, that is it for this update video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.